Hi, Les. Thank you so much. Can everyone hear me all right? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try and pull up my slides here. Does it allow me the option of sharing screen?
Can you do it now? I shared the screen.
Okay.
Is it working?
It's not, doesn't seem to be working for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not giving me that option.
Hmm, let's see if I can do advanced sharing options.
Okay.
Um, oh.
And it's nice to see everyone again.
Okay, it should work.
Okay. Let me see if it'll let me share screen. If not, I can go ahead and just begin
Oh, shucks.
speaking. Yeah, shucks. I
Let me
it's
let me try again.
okay. Okay.
The one. You want to try again?
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Les. It's not
Okay.
letting me share again.
Let me try one more time.
Oh,
I'll
now it is.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Okay,
Great.
great. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay. Can everyone see the screen okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start. I'll do a quick overview of our programs and services at Big Island Substance Abuse Council. And then I'm going to turn it over to Sui, who's our detox supervisor for Hulihia Keola. So she'll spend a bit more time talking about how the detox clinic works, the community partners that we work with, as well as any justice involved clientele. So a little bit about BISAC began in 1956 under Reverend Lois, and this was established as a committee because there wasn't any support for services of alcoholism. And what's happened over the years is we've grown into a CARF accredited agency addressing substance use and mental health issues. We do a lot of community outreach, which I'll go over in the programs in the slides coming up, as well as working very closely with clients from all over the island. So a little bit about our services. We have our residential TLP, which stands for Therapeutic Living Program, and our Clean and Sober. Um, so the Therapeutic Living Program is technically the residential. It's a structured program. It provides intensive plans for folks that are recovering from addiction and needing a more structured environment. So the goal of this is really to provide that structured routine for clients coming out of, say, jail, or just coming in to see us and needing to find support for their lives. We assist with case management being connecting them to medical and social services. We do provide evaluation, individual counseling, therapy. We assist with reunifying with children, and that is done in the women's home. So we have a separate women's home for women with dependent children. Right now, we have two homes. They're called the men's TLPs, and those are just for the men. And then we have one home for the women with dependent children. Once clients exit out of the TLPs, we have them enter the clean and sober. And these are a separate home. This has something that's a lot more independent. So there's a less intensive level of care. Clients are still going into classes. They may be able to still see their therapist or their counselor through BISAC. However, by that time, we're really expecting the clients to be able to have a level of independence and routine that was facilitated during their time at the therapeutic living program. And just to give an idea, the TLPs are about 120 days long. The clean and sobers are 90 days long, and both houses have the option to extend. It really just depends on the client's level of care and their treatment plan and how quickly they're progressing within the treatment plan. So along with that, we have some other classes, which are called day treatment, intensive outpatient, as well as counseling and therapy. So basically, those are just, classes where clients are expected to attend them on a regular schedule. It's really to help folks develop the skills, as I mentioned before, for self-sufficiency in everyday living, as well as, the counseling and therapy helps folks to process, some of the concerns that they had and challenges that they have come into the program with, help them to develop skills and tools that they can take with them. So once they graduate out of the program, they're able to be in a good place. And we look at it from a holistic perspective. So it's not just, mental health, but it's also to enhance their well-being, create meaningful changes for their lives. And it's not just for themselves, but also for their families. I think for us, especially for the women and children, we try to provide a lot of support with, the family and being able to create these structures for their younger children that are also part of the therapeutic living program as well. So we have a couple of different programs that we're really proud of, the Olakino Ho'okela Vocational Training and the Mahiai Ola. So Olakino is run by our Director of Supportive Services, and she helps with health and wellness plans. We have a couple of different classes that we offer clients, such as Tahitian. We'll do strength training. Those are the days that they go to gym. We do offer, a look at the diets, depending on, if they have special needs. And that's something that we can work with our physicians that are at our detox facility to help the clients make sure that they're meeting their nutritional needs and also behavioral change. So that would work in collaboration with our clinical team as well as the Hawaii Island Health and Wellness Center. And as it mentions here, the overall goal is to provide clients education, guidance, and tools to promote positive, healthy habits. While they're in the later stages of the therapeutic living program, the TLP, as well as, going into the clean and sober, we have our Po'okela vocational training. So that's really to assist clients with skill development, career planning, and on-the-job training. So during that time, we're assessing, the client's skills, if they have a work history that they're willing to share with us, and really helping them to integrate back into the community through mock interviews, building their resume, community service, and just making sure that they have a well-rounded resume. So when they go out into the community and they're applying for jobs, they're prepared. Um, the Mahiai Ola is really a garden, and it's a cultural garden that provides land-based education within the framework of therapeutic horticulture. So the clients will work together to grow different types of plants like tomatoes. We have fruit trees up at the garden. They did a lot of great work to create a maze within the garden center. And that's just to really show that, this is something that's holistic. We want them to have hobbies and skills that they're working on besides just the curriculum and the therapy. We know sometimes that can be pretty overwhelming. So having a cultural garden is something that sometimes serves as a place of just being able to focus on different activities. While the clients are also in our program, they get introduced to our ACEs. ACEs stands for Always Claiming Excellence in Sobriety, and it's a peer-led program of former graduates designed to improve opportunities for individuals to sustain their recovery during and following treatment. So for us, I think it's really important to have clients establish their sober support networks. So while they're in the therapeutic living programs, they're going to AA meetings, they're having their sober supports that they're, developing a relationship. But we want to have them meet other folks that have gone through our program and that are actively involved in the ACEs, so that they have that support that they need. Sometimes, things happen and you can be on your way and then you have something that takes you off your path. And so having that support system in place is, I think, really important for having folks be successful in the BISAC program while they're enrolled and then after when they graduate. So we do have a fairly new collaboration, the Hawaii Island Fentanyl Task Force. And this is led by Dr. Hannah, who's Preston Pita. She's in the green jacket, and Dr. Kevin Kunz. And the goal of this is to really create awareness through education and prevention. We do provide classes or prevention courses that show folks how to use Narcan, as well as, the ways to kind of provide screening and early intervention, treatment services, and recovery support. Some of you may have seen some of the Narcan vending machines around the island. They're placed at the YMCA and a couple of other locations. But those are available for, anyone to access, and that's something that we just want to make sure is available whenever folks need it. So we do have a website for this. I'll drop this in the chat after. It's hiftf.org. You can find out a little bit more about their convenings. They have an annual summit, as well as some of the other education and prevention opportunities that happen around the island. So we're going to jump into our social detox, and I'll turn that over to Sui, and then we'll spend a little bit of time talking about the Mohala Family Center. So social detox is a 5 to 7 day non-medical residential detoxification program. And so for that, we're providing a safe and supportive environment for clients to really detox from the alcohol and other drugs that they're recovering from. So during that time, they're really focusing on recovery. We don't emphasize having that structured routine and transporting clients to different classes. It's just too short of a window. We really want them to just feel supported while they're experiencing withdrawal symptoms, being there for them while they're in recovery, and providing an open door to accessing additional medical care and community resources. The Ohana Family Center is a strength-based family center. Both of these are located downtown at 41 Hoku Street. And for those entering the Ohana Family Center, it's to help foster the health and well-being of the family unit. So we are able to take folks from the community into the Mohala Family Center, but primarily our clients are already enrolled in BISAC when they're accessing the services from the Mohala Family Center. So that center also provides the case management services to help coordinate care and provide client needs. So a little bit more about our prevention. We've got the community engagement program and the adolescent outpatient program. The community engagement program is great. They're a group of younger individuals. They go directly, this is actually them in the top left. And we have a couple more community engagement specialists. They'll go into the schools, work, directly with the students, administration, and deliver education about making positive changes and adopting a clean and sober lifestyle. So I think, for them, they're really able to utilize a lot of the social media and a lot of the means of communication for younger folks that help to get the message across of how critical it is to be aware of the dangers of drug overdose, as well as, bringing in personal success stories. So you can actually find them. We do have stories and reels that we post on our Instagram page on BISOC. And they'll do a lot of different testimonials, and they'll have different influencers or folks throughout the community that you guys have probably recognized that'll share interesting tidbits and things on social media. Adolescent outpatient program is focused for our adolescents. It's a community-based program that's designed to provide adolescents ages 13 through 18 with the opportunity to develop a lasting recovery from dependency on drugs and or alcohol. So we do follow a curriculum just like we do through our adult program that's based on cognitive behavioral therapy. And we do offer 2 levels of care for this, the intensive outpatient treatment and outpatient treatment. For the adolescent outpatient, as the name says, we don't have a home where the adolescents can go to or a facility where they can stay at. So they'll attend the classes on an outpatient basis. So I'm going to turn the presentation over now to Sui, who will provide a little more information about our Hulihia Ke'ola clinic.
Aloha, good afternoon, everyone. Very nice meeting you all here today. Like I said before, my name is Suisami Taylor. I am the detox manager here at the 41 Hoku Street facility. Just a short report on what our detox facility is. We do provide medical and psychological interventions to reduce discomfort and risks associated with withdrawal. We implement a structured and medically supervised process to prevent complications and ensure patient safety. We establish a safe and therapeutic setting to support overall stabilization during the withdrawal process. We prepare individuals for the next steps in recovery by fostering a mindset and environment conducive to long-term treatment. Okay. We introduce coping strategies, lifestyles, changes, and continued support systems to reduce the risk of returning to substance use. We enhance long-term physical and emotional and social well-being by fostering a drug-free lifestyle here at our detox facility. We do have 6 full-time employees that are currently within our facility. We have 3 part-time medical providers, including Dr. Kunz himself. We have APRN Leilani and APRN Marquita. She's currently residing in Maui, but not residing in Maui, but she sometimes goes over off island. But she is here in Hilo. We do have, we are still in search of our nurse. We currently do not have our nurse right now, so we're only utilizing our APRNs at the moment. Our nurse is assisting our APRNs in times of intake into our facility. The referral part of our facility, we mainly rely on our community sending in the referrals. One of our main referrals is the hospitals. They do contact us and refer over some clients that have been checking in for substance use overdoses, and so they refer them to us after their visit to the hospital. Some of our referrals do come from our court systems as well. We highly recommend that we accept referrals from everywhere in the community because we are fairly new. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, we just started our groundbreaking in February of last year. So all our services just started in March, same with almost the same with Going Home Hawaii. So as of this month, we just reached 1 year as a fully detox facility. So we are accepting all referrals from all over the community, the hospitals, the jails. We accept, our intake days are Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we can only intake 4 clients at a time, depending on, who shows up and who does not. they are staying here for a full 7 days of detox. Some of them do leave before then because, you know, they say that they're good now, they're fully detoxed and whatnot, but we want to continue them, transitioning them over to substance abuse treatment facilities, like including going home Hawaii, sometimes off island on Oahu and some in Maui. We do work closely with all the other communities, housing facilities to try and transition our clients over to them due to the fact that we do have a therapeutic living program here in BISAC, but like everyone else, we're always full in our TLP facilities as well. Other than that, we are here at 41 Hopu Street. If you know anyone or, you know, our referral is also online on our website. And they can, we also accept walk-ins from the community. Thank you.
Thanks, Sui. So I'm gonna just wrap up with a little bit of the Mahalo Family Center. So for this center, you know, we have folks that are working on primarily the case management service to prioritize client needs. They do work very closely with community partners to establish them with healthcare services, primary care physicians. So we work with folks like Maikai Health, Hawaii Island Community Health Center, Big Island Docs, and really just getting folks that are within our program to acquire documents they need for employment. So that could be anything from their birth certificate to their state ID, as well as you know, different documents needed to apply for a driver's license once they're out of BISAC. And what we found, you know, is as a lot of you have mentioned during this call that housing takes quite a while for us as well. So once we have folks in our program, we're immediately starting to look for long-term housing for them. As I mentioned before, our therapeutic living program is scheduled to be 120 days long, and our clean and sober is 90 days long. So by that time, we want to make sure that we have a plan in place so that folks exit our program, they're able to return to a new rental unit or able to return back to family, just so that they are able to keep their goals in place and continue moving forward in life. One of the biggest obstacles for the housing population is background checks that we found. We also, you know, want to make sure that they're employed, gainfully employed, to assist with their reintegration to society and continuing to build their confidence. And that is the end of our presentation.
Thank you, Kim. That was great. And, you know, all the information, I just want to also mention that, you know, BISAC has been not only just a longtime partner, but a very critical partner for us, providing from the detox, from homelessness, you know, from our justice navigator, we've been able to place quite a few, that immediate stabilization on into your TLP and then into your clean and sober, and then, you know, IOP and aftercare. But that transition, and then, you know, into our houses too, our reentry houses, has been really, really critical. So, and thank you so much for creating these other additional pathways for successful reintegration. Any questions,
Yes,
Liam?
I did. Oh, so
Yep.
sorry.
Oh,
No,
okay.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, great. I put it in the chat. Yeah, I just want to echo what Les said. It's actually Dan and I were chatting, saying how excited we are to see the expansion of services that you guys are providing. That's really exciting. Wondering, technically speaking, you know, in the past, we've always said, well, technically there is no residential treatment for the public on the Big Island. With your new services, would you say that's still the case? Does any of this qualify as residential treatment, or do people still have to come over to Oahu to Sand Island?
You know, it really just depends on their level of care that they need. and of course, our availability for bed space. Of course, we try to, if we are not able to house them in one of our residential facilities, we do try to work very quickly with our partners to see where they can be placed appropriately in a short matter of time. So I think I just wanted to say thank you again to Going Home Hawaii. They've been a critical part of getting our clients home, rehomed, as well as some of our other partners that we work very closely with, like Hope Services and Neighborhood Place of Puna.
Okay, great. Thanks. Sorry, just to
Yes, of course.
just to kick the tire again. So